So, hi everyone, back at it again. So, my name's Claire, not Crystal, if you're new, and this channel is about healing, providing healing on your twin flame journey for you to empower yourself. So, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine energy, and you and your twin flame. So, not all of the readings are going to make sense to you, but what I do say is it's wise to watch when I do the star signs like this, which I've only just got back to. I used to do it every new moon, but I kind of stopped and started for a while. Oh my God, I've just clicked that off. I always feel it means something when that happens. Let me just find you again. There we go. Yeah, especially the wording. So, oh, I've got my nail varnish on my pen, but it's nail varnish. Yes, anyway, so why am I hearing blood, sweat, and tears? Maybe that's why they led me to that. Yeah, because it's interesting. So there's something about blood, sweat, and tears here. So I feel there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears just went into this building, this union that I'm going to channel about. And I got lots of different synchronicities from the minute I woke up. And I just, wait a minute, I'll put this here so I remember. I just found that on the floor. There's no cards on the floor because I'm in the living room doing this. And I tend to keep, unless it's when I'm doing this, which is only once a month for like a week, I might keep the cards because it's just like annoying to go back and forwards. But sometimes I do put them away. But anyway, the point is, I keep all my cards in my office so that I keep, my work and my just, chilling out time away from the cards and stuff. But anyway, the point is, that's just caught my attention. I'm afraid of losing you. And that song that went off there, because again, it's like, you know what I mean? When I'm not, I didn't fall asleep again until like 5 or so, I think it was after 6 in the morning or something. So I've just not long up. And yeah, like it was just like a very, yeah, I think it was a very sad energy. So I feel again, it's just that, like, it must, it's not just that. I feel it's got something to do with this time of year. Um, the masculine energies in particular are coming through like really, really emotional. So that can be like a range of different things, can't it? It can be some are really emotional and they're, like they're emotional, they can't be with their twin flame and they're with other people and, for whatever reasons. And some are emotional because there isn't like another person or something standing in the way, but guilt and pride and is standing in the way. And so I don't know. I'll look at that song again in a minute. But I've set my alarm for 45 minutes. So this one now it's on 40 minutes. So I'm going to endeavour to try and stop this around then because um I'm babysitting my nieces in a bit. So um which is really quite nice because, like I said, because I'm not doing the whole uh big, well, not big, but you know what I mean. Because I'm not actually seeing them like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. My sister, that's funny, I'm being drawn to it. So there might be something about children in this one because I'm being drawn to my pictures of my nieces. But my sister asked if I want to do um stuff around Christmas Day, but I'm just kind of like, nah, I really can't be bothered because it's at a weekend. So anyway, so that, like I said, I quite like that I've spent yesterday with them and then I get to hang out with them again tonight. But it means that I wouldn't like, I usually film these at like late at night when I'm chilling and probably going to get back quite late. So, well, it's not that late actually. To be honest, yeah, that's not late for me. So I think what I'm going to do is oh yeah, that's quite good. So I'm going to film this one now. Uh, so this is before I go, and then I'm going to film Scorpio when I get back. So yeah, and Scorpio's that's going to be very intense and deep, I would say, with Venus and Scorpio, and with me having the most Scorpio in my chart. But yeah, right now this is the kind of energy. It's like I'm just picking up on a very sad energy of someone feeling like it's too late. Because that's what that song was like, saying like, don't forget me. You know what I mean? So, but um right, so everything I do is channeling, meaning that when I'm just sitting here having a wee chat, it's never a wee chat. It's, you know, I put across it's like that way, but it's the guides and, you know, God, the divine, great spirit talking through me. And those that have got the eyes and the spiritual ears to notice that do notice it, and I appreciate you. But yeah, so, and it's actually quite good when I'm a bit kind of sleepy like this too. So we'll just see. And it's so funny because, like I said, it's like literally afternoon, but it feels like morning to me. So I think that's it. Anything else, just I would tune into one of my regular videos that isn't these star sign ones because yeah, I mean, watch this from like Scorpio onwards. I'm just going to be like, right, let's just get straight into this. So, and like I said, yeah, watch any of them because any of them could make sense to you. Some of them have been like personal readings, like, but when I home in on like Divine Feminine as a man, Divine, oh yeah, let's see, I said Divine Feminine as a man, so that won't be a mistake. So there will be someone that will resonate for it that way. But I usually channel Divine Feminine as a woman, Divine Masculine as a man, because that's how it is in my dynamic, and that's the easiest way for me to channel it. But I know that it can be same sex and it can be any gender assigned to the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. So they've just pulled me to a thing that says addictions here as well, and there's an alarm going off, so there could be something to do with addiction. So yeah, I'm just getting this vibe of it's like, right, let's just look at lyrics. So that's when I look at lyrics, it's like somebody can't be with you right now for whatever reason. And that could be one of them, is that they're detoxifying from either another situation or like detoxing from some sort of addiction, you know what I mean? And well, it's never nice when you're going cold turkey on depending on what it is, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like I don't know. So that just because it just pulled my eyes in. But I've just picked up it. I've just picked up my phone at driving home for Christmas. I mean, that's quite specific. So, I'm sorry, guys. Right, I'm putting my own shit aside here to be like, but I don't have a lot of Christmas songs on. I don't even like that song, by the way. I can't stand that song, but that's on there for this, and it'll have been on there from like last year or the year before, just for this. So, because that's just picking random songs, so that's quite interesting. And one thing that's weird is I don't know. Wait a minute, that's actually Dermot Kennedy again, driving home for Christmas. So why is it he must have done a version of that? Oh my God, so that's really crazy. But it's, I think it might be because I've put his name in the search. I'm just going to press shuffle again. But yeah, that won't be a coincidence because that's who I'm looking for. But I was just going to look at the screenshot, right? I'm shuffling the random Spotify. Oh, and it's, that's the one I channeled yesterday. Look, Wild Horses. So yeah, there is something definitely here. I'm a dreamer, but it's hard to sleep when your head's not in it. I've been restless because you disappeared, and that's all they're missing. So maybe this person ghosted. There's an angel and he's shaped like you, and I thought I knew him. There's a window. Wait a minute. What's the chorus again? I will survive and be the one who's stronger. Yeah, and then it's got, I need to let go. I'll not beg you to stay. I'll move on, and you should know I mean it. Oh shit, right, okay. So that actually makes sense because what kind of made me laugh to myself was like, God, it's like I'm hearing the conversation between two twin flames because it was like the masculine was like basically like, don't forget me, and you know, I hope whoever you're with next, you know, you tell them about me, which is a bit fucked up, but what so the lyrics say something like that, and then this, and then then it was Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. So it was like, you know, yeah. So whatever that kind of energy is that you'd want to label it, but let's just see what comes through here. So Libra is a sign of love, peace, and harmony. So it might end up that way with this, but and I do kind of think so. Me being drawn to that driving home for Christmas, but there's obviously a lot of sadness and hurt and stuff that's went on here. So wait a minute. So yeah, the lyrics from that Dermot Kennedy is I get this feeling like I'm fading from your memory, so I wrote this song called it Don't Forget Me. Every time you hear it, will you smile and tell the guy you're with I was that guy, even though you had to let me go. So again, it's like, look, a feminine had to let somebody go for whatever reason. And it could just be the simple reason is that the person wasn't ready for this kind of love. And then it was interesting because then Safe Inside James Arthur came on and I screenshot the lyrics. I remember when you were all mine, watch you changing in front of my eyes. So that again, just that lyric in particular feels like, and not all the lyrics because the rest of it wouldn't make sense, but you never know. It feels like, that's somebody being like, you've changed so much and I don't know if you're gonna, I don't know, allow me back in your life. And then I've screenshotted that, that volcano um has erupted recently. And look, it's interesting that it says disrupt air traffic over Christmas. So, but again, I feel like, that's I feel like that's symbolic. They showed me that because it's symbolic of somebody's passion. And look, oh, that's quite funny, the wee Libra signs in the shot when I picked up the cards. Right, okay, so I've already been chatting for 11 minutes. So that's all the things that I can think of just now that have happened. Right, so let's get into this. So what is the so this is obviously a big theme, so I'm gonna leave that. Um I'll just leave it there. What is a big overall theme of this for the feminine? Or sometimes I pull out the masculine energy, but so when I say the feminine, it's the masculine's feminine side, the receptive side, their feelings as well. We've got Yeah, I'd say that does fit. And the way I kind of pulled it, I'm not sure if that was reverse or upright. So I feel this is someone's in the process of healing. The feminine is in the process of healing, and the masculine is in the process of healing their receptive sides, their ability to receive the love from the feminine. And but I feel both people are. I keep saying this, but it's true. Again, it's because it's where I'm at as well this time of year. But it's like I feel this has been a very long, tiring journey for both people, and both people are very tired and healing because we've got the Four of Swords, but it specifically says recuperation on this card. Um, but then we've also got spontaneity with the Knight of Swords, which is a very fast energy. And I feel this bird is going to be mean something. It's kind of like reminds me of Archangel Michael's sword as well. So I feel there's a lot of protection around this, but I feel this is like talking about there could be spontaneity coming about, and so that could have something to do with the driving home for Christmas thing. Right, so where's the masculine at? Like, what's overall energy and the feminine's masculine side? Decision making, protection. I just mentioned protection, and taking action. Whoa, Ace of Wands, new beginnings. So yeah, I would say that fits. I would say both people are healing uh from tiring, exhausting times. That's what I titled the one I done. Oh my god, yeah. And there is like a new beginning. Oh shit, I just remembered that too. And right before I came on, it was on September, James Arthur, of course. And there's a line in that that's like something about starting a family or something like that. So, and that's what the Ace of Cups can be as well, like wanting to birth. Well, it could just be the new beginning of a relationship, but that particularly is jumping out at me here. So, and this, well, these two combinations of the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, it's double aces, but that's a lot. That's passionate new beginnings, and yeah, that could be seen um as that. But I feel that might be a secret because it's in reverse. Um, and I don't pick up on meaning like that the masculine's coming in to do that, like not like it's or the other way, but like I mean if any of that sort of comes out then I'll be able to feel it, but I just feel it's like, look, this masculine's been an absolute heartbreak. Oh my god, heartbreak and revenge. Interesting though, isn't it, that I've just said that and that came, but it's like I feel it's like I feel the masculine has been in a place of heartbroken and had a lot of spiteful, revengeful people around them. I've just cut it at revenge again, and it's taken quite. That's right shit. That's what this masculine, whether it's a man, woman, whatever you identify as, this masculine is healing from people that they can't trust. So I wouldn't be surprised if the card comes out somewhere in this about like, I push you away, crazy I know, or something. You know what I mean? I push you away because I love you so much and don't want to get hurt or something like that. Like it's abandonment issues. Because I'm just being led to the fact that I also saw a clip like Good Will Hunting's one of my favourite films. I actually channeled a bit. It was like literally this time last year. It was like I remember it vividly because it was Boxing Day. It was well, it was Boxing Night. I was watching Good Will Hunting, and then I used the screenshot of the bit where it's like, I'm away to see about a girl or something like that. You know what I mean? So there's so there we go. There's something else. I'm away to see about a girl. So someone's driving home for Christmas and they're away to see about a girl. God, that's really clever. But anyway, it wasn't the lovey part. It was the counsellor saying he pushes people away because it's a defense mechanism. That's like all he's had his whole life, and that's what I'm feeling with this masculine. It's like the masculine's been hurt by revengeful, spiteful people around them romantically and anywhere else, maybe other places in their life. I feel, it could be friends, even maybe in family, but it's like, so they're cautious, and that's why they've got the Four of Swords as well. Look at that. But there is move. I just love how the word. That's why I've not used these cards for ages. But I just love how the words are different from things I would personally say. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, so we've got recuperation, and what does that one say again? That actually shit, and they both say recuperation. So that's interesting. Yeah, both these. That's so fitting, isn't it? Both these twins are exhausted and they're recuperating from different things, recovering. But I like this Six of Swords because it says movement. That this masculine is going to be guided to move forward. Healing as well, that is, but moving forward. After this healing, which they might have already, be coming out of, because they are afraid of losing the feminine. Wow, okay, so it's amazing when it's the same card, so I'm going to leave them sitting there to remind me of that. And yeah, and they're very passionate, coming in very passionate for a new beginning. What are we on now? Oh god, 25 minutes. Oh shit, right, I'm going to put Spotify back on. Oh no, it is on. Oh, Let It Go. See what I mean? That's another sad song. Just let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? So that's about breaking up with someone. So either there was a breakup or a partner ways between this twin flame pair at some point, because I'm about to do the past energy just now. So whether you were officially together or fooling around, I'm getting the feeling that it is that this was like there wasn't a label on it or something because of a song, but I can't. Oh, I think that's why the September song has a line in it that's like, I could never wait for the weekends when you would come over. So, and that's why I like that song. Well, sweet, but yeah, there's a lot. I just love that whole song. But it's like I said, I love most of it. There's just only a couple that it's like it's not like I don't like them, but I like other ones better. But and September could be significant. That's the obvious thing. September of this year, like perhaps like the autumn equinox was significant for this connection in some way. For one, it doesn't need to be because anything happened with you and your twin. It could just be like one twin's birthday or something, or you had some significant change in your life, or it could have even been last year. But yeah, I do feel there would have been something like that you've spent, that you've slept with them, you've spent close time with someone, and then you've had to let each other go. Now maybe it could have been like what I describe often, that a feminine's needed to set boundaries because they wanted more than that, or you wanted more than that, whoever's watching it. Okay, let's just see. So in the past, where was the feminine towards the masculine? The past can be years ago, decades ago, it can be yesterday. So just keep that in mind. Speak your world into being. I feel this feminine has a strong understanding of manifestation and being very careful about not to bring about the things that you don't want to bring about. Because now we've got New Moon and Pisces, you're tuned to the divine. So I feel this is a very, I don't like the word spiritual. Spiritual means different things to different people, but I do feel this is a very spiritual, spiritually connected high priestess. And that's had to face through a lot of fear in life in general. So, and let's see. And if you're a male divine feminine, just change that to high priest, by the way, whatever you prefer. So in the past, how did this feminine look? So like I said, that Let It Go song, I actually am more feeling it's about these two people that had to let each other go at some point to grow and go their separate ways. And I do feel so, oh my God, look at these all together. So I do feel somebody couldn't see, somebody was under a bit of an illusion as to what this was, and they couldn't see that it was true love. So it does feel like I'm picking up that the masculine, we'll see if these come out again, but it's like, I feel it's like I feel it's a bit of both. I feel it's one of these ones where the masculine couldn't see that this had the potential to be true love and thought it was lust, which makes sense if this was casually sleeping with each other. And but I also, because I'm on the feminine side, and remember this can be the masculine's feelings though too, so that's why I kind of go with it. Oh my God. Yeah. And my throat chakra's just really got really weird. I'm just gonna drink my tea. This masculine didn't speak up about their feelings. I don't feel the feminine did much either, to be honest. But I feel the feminine was under a bit of an illusion about this being true love too. I think this is actually, both people thought this was a bit of fun. And then realised over time, like, this is love. Love conquers all. So, that's quite interesting. So, yeah. And I feel it was the fear that was blocking the feminines. So, it's interesting because it's like this is a feminine that is very psychic and spiritually connected, but this might be someone that your spiritual gifts sort of came online stronger from from the twin flame journey, like from the maybe like parting ways from the masculine. So that can be how it happens for some people. So and roars on as well, Katy Perry, so that might mean something to someone. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound. Right, anyway, so you can think most people know it, but you can think yourself. So again, like I said, this feminine does feel like they've pushed through a lot of stuff, their own fear. So where was the masculine at towards the feminine in the past? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, but Gemini energy, I feel like, you see, Gemini energy is like, it can be known. Gemini energy. Now, this isn't actually always true for all Gemini placements, because I've got a few Gemini placements, and that is not at all how it works for me, but it's because of the way it is in my chart. But basically, what sprang to mind there is Gemini can be notorious for wanting more than one partner. Yeah, I don't mean at the same time, but whatever floats your boat. I mean, like, just not wanting to settle down. So I feel like this masculine, saw this as a bit of fun, like lust, but we'll see if there's any feelings there. And this is in the past. But yeah, but it depends where your Gemini is, because Gemini is also like, it's twin flame energy, and with me, it is more about sacred sex. Now that is the song Certain Things. That's one of my favourites. More so than, obviously it's on my like songs, all these, but And look, that I was talking about addiction. Something about you, it's like an addiction, honey, hit me with your best shot, is how that starts. But it's just, and also that song talks about being virtually yours. So I feel the feminine is connected to the masculine. So yeah, it's something about online. Whenever that song comes on too, as well, like virtually you. So it's like you might not literally be each other's. You're not in each other's physical lives, but there's some way of keeping an eye either on each other or the masculine keeping an eye on the feminine virtually, whether that be on a public social media or personal. But right, so we can get into astrology on personal sessions, but that is what came. Yes, but cool your emotions. It's just a lot of passion. So this and there, that's the Ace of Wands. It's like the masculine felt a lot of passion. So yeah, it feels like this was about sex. Like it feels like this was not a exclusive, relationship. I don't think this was like hooking up, friends with benefits, or whatever you would call it. And but again, I think, oh shit, and that's why they showed me the Goodwill Hunting. But I feel it was a defense mechanism. I feel there was something bubbling away under the surface because we've got surrender to the divine. So what's interesting, and then we've got full moon in Libra, and this is for Libra, but it can resonate with anyone. Remember, a win-win outcome is forecast, but I would say that that's like either it's like, so I feel this is whatever way these twins are going currently or have went. It's like the masculine's actually very tapped into the divine too, and I do personally feel it. It's like this, the twin flame journey for both people is opening them up even more spiritually. So whether like they were both quite psychic from children or whatever, but it's like it's the connection. Whenever you met this twin is what's amplified things. So how else in the past did the masculine look at the feminine? Because if I get through this in 17 minutes, that's a bit of a miracle. So there could be something about 17 there as well. You could have met when you were quite young. So I just looked at 17 minutes on the timer. And they'll be funny. There's a few songs about like meeting people when you're young. There's one, I think it's just literally called Fallen So Young. That's a nice song. If that comes on, that's really weird. I'll keep an eye out. But I am saying this at the masculine bit. Yeah, look, playful. Yeah, this masculine was very passionate, playful. It was just fun. Gemini's a playful trickster as well, so they could have been a bit of a joker. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, but either inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, they look quite young. So I really do feel this is like, I don't know if I would call it love at first sight. It could have been, but the bit that I'm picking up on is that if it was, people couldn't see it. Either one couldn't see it or both couldn't see it initially. And it actually feels like the feminine. So it could have been one of these things again where the masculine's recognised it right away and the feminine hasn't. But it's a bit of a weird dynamic because the masculine recognises it, but they don't want to do anything about it because they're scared. So close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized with creating moments of telepathy. So yeah, there is something like that. The masculine was passionate, playful, and they noticed that there would seem to be some sort of like reading of each other's minds when you were talking. So whenever you did connect, I feel they were quite amazed at how well you were. Yeah, it said attuned to the divine. Like they did. Look at it. This keeps coming through. Calling in your soulmate. This masculine has felt that. That's literally came out in like all of these, it feels like. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, but this could be the present energy now. And there was also something about boundaries, yes. So that is picking up on what but again, this is what I specialise in helping people with in all areas of life is boundaries. Boundaries with twin flames, boundaries with karmics, boundaries with friends, boundaries with families, do you know what I mean? Boundaries of business. But basically, I do feel there was a boundary. Having sensible boundaries is important. I do feel the feminine at some point has had to cut off playtime because they wanted more. Like, yeah. And I do feel both twins are seeing a lot of signs. So what have I got for the present? So let's use these. So presently then, where's the feminine towards this masculine? And I'll put that back and see if it comes out again. Presently. Presently, the feminine is putting challenges and problems behind her or him. And yeah, look, feeling that a fated destined union is nearby. And I love that this is the Libra, that's what the sign of union. Change in action, love and union, teamwork. So that's the true love card. So yeah, I really do feel that. So actually that would be a great thumbnail if I can't find another one. But yeah, this is the test. This is absolutely what the other cards are saying at the start as well. It's like it is destined. So it doesn't matter whatever's happened in the past. However far these people have travelled from one another, it is destined and fated. It doesn't matter what age you are either. This was meant to come back together. So that's where or at least the feminine knows that currently. So let's see where the masculine's at. Where's the masculine at currently? Because we both know that both are recovering, recuperating, tired, needing a rest, justice. Yeah, the masculine's coming in. So it did kind of come out reverse, and then I feel it was upright though. So the masculine's coming into balance. The scales and it's Libra. How hilarious. Well, maybe that's the thumbnail then, because it's karmic justice and it's Libra. But this is what I mean though, like it could be anyone's message because we've all got a 7,000 love and partnership, and especially this being twin flames, like the union house is important. But remember, Libra is the spiritual union, and it's also literal marriage wherever that applies. But it's the spiritual union, the spiritual marriage, the connection to the twin flames, and then the eighth house, the next one I'm doing is the sexual union, which is that feels more the twin flame house to me, in my personal opinion, which is probably why that's where my destiny, my north node is, so that I can help with twins. And that's why my Gemini energy, you see, isn't about multiple, lots of different partners. It's about like I want that that card, that soul union of like an intense deep level with that one person that I know my soul wants to be with. I know it's intense, isn't it? You can see why my one ran and else they come back yet. So justice. Honourable choice. But the thing is, like, again, I'm not afraid to say that because that is the truth. And the truth is that whoever my true twin flame is, when they clear away enough of the subconscious blocks, that must be their desire too, because that's what your twin flame is. So that's what I stand by for everyone. Honourable choices. Yeah, this masculine, there was some kind of injustice, but they're coming in to balance the scales. So and yeah, the World 21 card. If you know, you know that synchronicity. Rewards, expansion, destiny, the world. So this masculine is this masculine thinks the world of you if you're the feminine, or you think the world of. There's a card that says I think the world of you, by the way. But yeah, they're coming in to balance the scales because they think the world of you, and they finished. There was an injustice, but they finished some kind of karmic lesson. So lovely. Yeah, and they're taking a stand. I feel they might be blocking out haters, is what I heard, or blocking out energies that are trying to stop them from where they want to go. And we've also got the Four of Cups, and this actually says nervous about change. So this masculine is nervous to take a step forward, but they're going to do it. Because they've had an unexpected revelation, and how interesting it's worded that. I mean, that's the Three Swords again, and the masculine already had the Three Swords at the start, and I don't even usually pull that many cards. I mean, I just do intuitively what I'm going to do, but I pulled the three cards from the other tarot, the Three Swords, sorry, three cards. So this is heartbreak. This masculine is in a lot of heartbreak, so it could have something to do with feminine, or it could be something else, but I feel there's an unexpected revelation which is causing heartbreak. So I feel it's the awakening. I feel it's the awakening in general. The waking up and being like, oh my God, like how did I not see this? Or how did I self-sabotage? Something like that. Again, I said I picked that up, but again, like I said, I just don't know what it's like. It's just for the new people that don't get me. But I'm annoying myself when I'm saying that. But you see, look how I'm talking. I'm channeling the masculine's got really bad negative self-talk, because it's like what I'm meaning is not me picking it up right. Like they're talking through me, because again, like I explained before, the type of shaman I am, they're talking through me. And then because I'm a seer as well and a medium, like sometimes they're talking to me, but that's most of the time they're talking through me when I do this. So it is going to be, that's what I'm always saying, it is right. It's not, might not be yours, but it's right for someone. And that's not me being like, oh, I'm always right. It's like they're talking through me. So, right. Oh, God, that fucking, I hate when the cards fly all the way over there. And I don't like the word hate either. And I need to make sure my boob doesn't. So yes, I've still. Oh wait a minute, no, I didn't. I'll see it. I'll check. But I'll need to check on the thing. It didn't though, because it didn't. Yes, I'm still in my jammies because I thought I'm best to just do this, and then I'm gonna get quickly ready right after this. So, the oh no, wait a minute, but they are what just came out. No, I'm going to put them back. That's not the ones that I do. So, I think things. I feel they're trying to tell me that a lot of things got mixed up and muddled in this connection, and a lot of misunderstandings, because they're telling me that because I just picked up the wrong cards for what I wanted to use, which isn't a big deal, but you know what I mean, that's how they got me to say that. So anyway, so what does the feminine want to say currently to this masculine? Because I do need to hurry this along. The alarm's going to go off. But you see, I need to hurry this along. It's like the rabbit in the Alice in Wonderland, and I always think rabbits mean sex when I say rabbit. So, and we did see the Ace of Wands. So where's the feminine at? Yeah, because it isn't the rabbit, and I haven't seen Alice in Wonderland like since I was wee or for years anyway. Is it not like I've got to go, I've got to go, I've got to hurry? So I feel I feel that might be the masculine. Oh God, it's that one again. You're so hot, you make me smile every time I think of you or hear your name. And your career is going to change for the better. Be excited. That one again, that came out yesterday. Yeah, so this is very much in the collective. And I love and accept you just as you are. I think that one came out yesterday too. And that really does mean something when there's so many cards here. And if any of the Christmas and New Year ones come out again, that blew my mind that New Year one came out. I've never gave up hope you'd remember us. And that one came out yesterday as well. And the happiest times in my life are my memories with you. So yeah, I feel that accurately picks up on what I said about this was like casually connecting. But that's what I've always meant about it. It doesn't matter if you didn't put a label on it. Like, love is love. And I personally feel when I reflect back on things in my life that I can recognise that I was actually in love and I didn't realise it. So, oh shit, yeah. So that's what I mean. That can kind of make sense. By the feminine was then under a bit of an illusion too. And then I feel the masculine then mirrors that, has mirrored it later. It doesn't need to be ages later, but sometimes it can be years later. So where's the masculine at? We'll let them talk for themselves. I'll put these here to remind me. The alarm will probably go off and it'll mean something significant for what I'm saying. I know I messed up everything. So I feel this masculine has messed up everything through self-sabotage because it reminded me of the Goodwill Hunting again. Like if you know, so yeah, there is a bit about what I just said about the counsellor, and I'm talking about counselling. So this masculine might be in counselling, piecing us all together because I've mentioned addictions, healing, both twins are healing, and then also the girl that he's fallen in love with in that film, like he keeps pushing her away, and she just wants to be there for it. She just wants to be there for him and love him, and he doesn't trust it. You know, he's like, yeah, he thinks that's an illusion. He thinks it's a trick. Like he's really suspicious of her. It's actually a really sad scene. But you can watch it for yourself to know how that ends. That's one of my favourites. And again, it's so funny because I fell in love with that film before I was even a counsellor. And then I only realised when I watched it, well, I think I really only pieced that together when I watched it a few years ago, and then I channeled about it, like I said this time last year. But I think I channeled about it before that too. But I channeled quite in depth about it because I posted a video where someone had done a breakdown, And I loved it because they broke down why therapy counselling is so amazing. And it's that film is a perfect example of it. You actually see somebody going through the therapeutic process, and that's why I love doing that for people. Like I love, and I'm actually very like that Robin Williams character because he doesn't do it by the book, you know what I mean? He goes above and beyond, and that is what I'm like with my clients as well. I just can't be any other way. I'm passionate and I'm protective, and yeah. And also, you know, the character helps call him out in his bullshit too, and that's what I mean. It's like I'm very like that with my clients as well. Like I'll call myself out my bullshit, and I get close to people. It's like they can, you know, help me too, and it's interesting. So I know I messed up everything, and you. Oh my God, there we go. Yeah. So you and I were too young. So this is definitely people that have known each other when they were younger. Just, and again, doesn't matter what your age was, but I feel it's both people just weren't mature enough, ready for like this really deep, intense twin flame connection, but they had to meet. They had to meet. So they had to meet. They had to meet. You had to meet so that you didn't forget each other. And then now I know why that song "Don't Forget Me" has a different meaning. Like I don't think you could ever forget who this person is to you. Just being, well, you couldn't because it's twin flames, but just being New Year's intoxicating. But you see what I mean? It's like that kind of. It's like you want it and you don't want it because it's toppling. But I do feel that the masculine, they've got some kind of good news to share with the feminine. And I feel it is maybe something about whatever they've been healing from, and they couldn't let you get close. Yeah, look, so this feels like it's addictions or something. Again, when I say addictions, people might think, oh, it means like drugs or alcohol or whatever, but this could be like somebody that had like, well, it could be a sex addiction, or it could be like someone was in a codependent karmic relationship, and that is an addiction because it's, you know, like I always say, it's like trying to come off heroin. It's like, yeah, they were had a trauma bond with someone, so it makes sense wherever it's meant to. And let's use some of these intense ones. What else is the masculine want to say? So many songs remind me of you. Well, I have mentioned quite a few songs in a short space of time. Always channeling songs, but I've fired out quite a few. And I'm thinking about making you an offer. Yeah, well, oh my God, that really, really fits with the Six of Swords. So yeah, movement. So I mean, anyway, there's loads of potential thumbnails there. Um, and I love you again. See, so I don't like saying see, and I'm going through a lot. Yeah, I mean, this all really that could be. Um, yeah, so there's just other stuff going on in this masculine's life, and they're healing, and they're wondering, will you ever forgive them? And what if you don't accept me for who I really am? So this masculine's either still working through fears or been working through fears. And let's see what else the alarm's going to go off in a minute. And I think the alarm, I keep saying the alarm's going to go off because it literally is, but I feel it's like this, you know, the spirit alarm, it's the spirit alarm, but not in the sense of my spirit alarm. I mean, it's like, and actually that's a timer to be specific, but it's like, yeah, time's up because that is a timer. It's like this masculine spiritually waking up. That's what they're trying to tell me. Um, your career is going to change for the better. Be excited. So there's something big about the career direction for this masculine because that's I've just shuffled that's coming out again. And oh my God, the same one. They're like, that's the message from the feminine. I've never gave up hope. You would remember us. So yeah, this feminine has never gave up hope, and the masculine spiritually awakening. And that's why, and time's up, the timer went off. And that's why I do what I do, because I've never given up hope on me, and I've never given up hope on my twin, still to this day, and I never will. And you can achieve anything you set your mind to. And because this feminine has never given up hope on the masculine, they've woke up, they're waking up. So, um, right. It's an endurance test in a lot of ways, but you've still got to do all that. You've still got to let go and detach and everything. You know what I mean? It's and like I always say, like even when your twin does come along, you've got to keep the balance because if you make it all about them and you don't fill up your own cup, Ace of where is it? Wherever the Ace of Cups is that I showed earlier. Yeah, problems will start to show. But I don't personally believe you would get into a full union if there was too many problems like that, right? So because I'm got spiritual time blindness, I'm gonna it's not too big a deal if I take a bit longer, but it's just because I can get a bus, but I wanted to walk because I need exercise today. Yeah, I'll put it at that. Yeah, so they all seem to be about an hour. Right, but this is the bit that I usually fly through. So what hidden influences are around the feminine? Now, I saw toil and labour. I think I even saw courthouse in reverse though. So there could be some sort of legal issues going on. But we're not getting any of that right now. We're getting, so the feminine's getting sudden wealth. So the feminine might be coming into some kind of money and you don't know this because it's a hidden, it's something hidden. And a main male. So there might be. I very strongly feel. Did I not say that at some point? That it's like both these twins are really connected to the divine, and I feel the sudden wealth is coming about when you come into union because also it's 111. Could be something significant about the first of January. Sorry, the 11th of January or the 1st of November too. But I feel the 111 is alignment, and also how crazy is that? And that is so. I'm a bit slow, by the way. That's going to mean something. I could have put the gambling thing for, oh, maybe right, okay, I feel that one, that again, remember, well, I was about to say it's not going to be all these addictions, but you never know. It's like, some people might have all this going on, but I feel there could have been a gambling addiction here as well, which I've helped divine masculines with in the past. So, um, like remember because I help like men, women, mostly it's always women, but like I've helped people like with this over the years. But look, 777 and we just reached that. So if you're new and you just found this, we literally just reached that last night as I was filming, and we're now like 782 the last time I looked anyway. But yeah, I do feel this couple are going to do something that's, yeah, look, that's going to, whoa, that's going to bring about great fortune because they're true twin flames. Now, yeah, oh my god, true twin flames, courtship. Yeah, it's like that's what they're saying. It's like, and also it's I'm looking at the 21 as well. This is like two people that have went through a really, they've went through a very long journey and endurance test, but they're true twin flames. It's and it's going to be palpable for all to see. And I pick up on these connections because that is me and mine as well. Um, that's how I can spot true twin flames and people that are not, because it's undeniable. Like the energy that not all twin flames, not all twin flames are as intense as the energy that seems to go between me and mine, but it's there's something when it's, let's see. And yeah, and this came out yesterday. It's in the collective. I feel this masculine was surrounded by people that fed that into them, that the feminine wasn't part of their world. And it would be not a good match or something. I love your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. I love all of you. Please give me another chance. I'm begging you. But this masculine's woke up to that fact, and good, because look at what's just fucking came out. I don't know why I went there, but why have I picked up those cards? But they must have needed to come out. But it's sad. But what they're saying to me is it was because on some level the karmic energies, whoever they are around the masculine, could sense that this masculine would be even more powerful if they take their power back and get into union with their twin flames, that goes for all twin flames. That's why karmic energies are assigned to hold back twin flame connections. So, because I feel that all the twin flames are going to resonate with this message. Like when you come into that union, you're going to come into a lot of generational wealth, you know, like you're just it's basically being rewarded by God for like going through hell, really. And you get the heaven of being with your twin, but you're going to attract abundance and happy times together. But it's like going to be able to help a lot of people too. You just pulled me the word joy on a little wooden heart over there too. Yeah, occupation. So that's the hidden for the masculine. The masculine's occupation, the masculine's work is going to be changing. And working with the twin. And that's the pathway that's always been destined for them to follow. And so I feel there's some sort of, now this is interesting, I don't usually get that with that card, but because it's on, I feel there's some sort of concern from like an older man in this masculine's life, or it could be this older man, an older man helping a masculine. It could be, I feel it's two things. I feel there's an older man that's like karmic energy, and I feel there's an older man that's helping. So somebody could have like an older man counselor or something, or friend, or I don't know. A mature woman is, or it could be a female counselor, or same thing. It's yeah, it could be karmic energies or supportive energies. So that's the hidden influences. So let's see though with the fuckery cards, because that's next. So what fuckery for the feminine, if any? Oh, who's just, I've got a missed call. Oh, it'll be like a nuisance. I don't really call it nuisance caller, but yeah, like basically if a number isn't saved in my phone, it just goes straight to missed call thing. Right, so feminine. I wish I could take it back. So there's something the feminine wishes she could take back, or this is a masculine saying to the feminine. We'll just see what fell out. I have sexual fantasies about you. So there's something the feminine wishes you could take back. So that's whatever that means to you. And the feminine is having sexual fantasies about the masculine. And I dive in and out relationships. Is this getting into the masculine? I think this is getting into the masculine now. Please be patient with me, yeah. So the masculine, I dive in and out relationships, and please be patient with me. Remember I did say sex addiction, so that might be a bit extreme to call it that, but it does feel like that's what someone's been healing, like why they push people away. And I'll find my way back to you one day. Yeah, so maybe that's what this is all about, you know, like two people are healing. And I wish we could turn back the clock and do things over. So a lot of regret. And destiny is taking us down different paths. So I feel that's past energy, mental health, that's the counselling that I'm picking up on, or support. And I get emotional when I think of you. Yeah. So if again, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but like, you know, to bring it back to that, I really do feel if there isn't like contact from this person, just know that you're actually on the same page. And when they've rested and healed enough, like they will be making some passionate movement forward towards you if you're the feminine. And so it's like, you know, like really, really wanting to be with someone, but knowing that if you can just hold back a little while longer and heal properly, then it's worth it. That's the feeling. So it's like this is I feel a lot of admiration and love coming from the spirit world for the feminine's endurance, but like for all the stuff that the feminines do, but it's particularly like the masculines like holding, because again that's what actually like that the sexual fantasies card usually, you know, because that's maybe like a masculine talking, but that was on the feminine side. So it's like the feminine has very intense, and think about actually how I was describing the Gemini energy in my chart. You mean it's like this strong desire. It's like a strong sexual pull to their twin, which isn't, which is more than sex, you know what I mean? Like it's like this deep soul longing bond. Um, and the masculine has that too with the Ace of Wands. But it's just it feels like it was all a bit tangled up. And then I feel because the masculine has, like, masculines get caught up in the lower chakras and, you know, has dived in and out relationships, and I don't feel they've really nurtured that intense part of them that mirrors the twin. Because, like I said, I do feel they got me to say that about how I feel because it's relevant. This, it's like, if you are that intense about love and sex and magic, like, yeah, it's healing sex. That's what it is. Like the eighth house, depending on what, you know, the eighth house is depending on what type of sex you're having, it's healing sex. And I feel it's like this, the sacred union that's going to take place here, it's going to be healing sex. But I feel this masculine's actually like detoxing from whatever they've been involved with before. Very interesting, very deep today. Are we in the Scorpio reading already? So, oh my God. So, and it's alchemy. What I was just describing was fucking alchemy. I love it. So, what should be done by the feminine? Keep doing that. Keep doing that sexually. keep and actually in this case, because I feel like that, because I'm bringing in these unions, it's like this is actually reframing from um all sexual activity, and it means all sexual activity because that is what raising the frequency. I sound like Ralph Smart, but you know what I mean? It's like the energy then goes up to the crown. If you think about it, that's what I'm saying. I think that's what they were trying to say through me. Oh my God, that'll be interesting when I do Scorpio later, because it's like the tantric guides will come in. They always do. That's what I mean, because it's my 8th house and that's my North Node. It's like that's where the guides come in. But um it's basically, I remember that's what I was saying, like that's why it's like an, you know, it's an intense Christmas for me, because like that's um a death and a rebirth, you know what I mean? Like that's my Scorpio energy. So it's like, it's, yeah, I feel I'll be um going through my own death and rebirth process there. But it's kind of like it takes a lot of discipline. It's particularly, you know, I'm being a bit sexist here, but I'm just going to say it, like, it's particularly for a man, you know. And I do feel though that that's what they're saying, is like this woman is doing that, but that it's like the man or whatever, the masculine is now mirroring the feminine energy. Like they naturally feel like they need to purify themselves before coming to the feminine. Oh, interesting. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So either way, the feminines just needs to keep being an alchemist, and a powerful healer. This one came out yesterday too. You're a powerful healer, keep up the great work. Yeah. So it's like the powerful healing that the feminine's been doing on yourself has is really having this amazing effect on the masculine. And let's do some of these. What else should be done by the feminine? Loyal heart. I mean, I'm not pulling another one. What's on the back? TikTok. Yeah, it's time. It's divine time. The masculine also feels it's time. There could be something happening around, you know, New Year's, right before New Year's, because that's the 30th. They're also saying as well, like I feel like the 30th of December in general is like something's happened in the past or something. Or it's like a significant date or something. And also, is that 23 again? No, it's 35. 35 might be significant. 3 and 5 is 8. It's an 8 year actually, 2024. But yeah, this feminine's had a very, very loyal heart and is an alchemist and a powerful healer of our own union and others' unions. So, um, and right, what should be done by the masculine? Because the alarm's going to go off again, but this doesn't take quick. Wow, blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessing, and the major life change is going towards where they want to go after a time of contemplation. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. The masculines been going inwards to heal, hermiting, and clearing their energy from whatever they've experienced before. They may have consulted experts along the way with that. Coaches, counselors, therapists, could be people to specialize in the twin flame journey, and then it's time for them to move on. The Six of Swords, move on to the feminine for blessed change. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. So that's beautiful. And yeah, consult an expert. Again, that's my card for people need to book a session with me, or at least go to somebody that can help you. But like I said, it's this person's already been getting help from someone they resonate with. And what else for the masculine? What should be done? Milk and honey union. They just keep doing that because it's like, you know, if you're new to me, people might think I'm talking shite when I say I'm a union channel. Because at first I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But it is, it's like, you know, and I only know that about my birthday adding up to the union card because I randomly done that one day and I was like, oh my god, the 4 of Wands, that makes so much sense with my North Node and Gemini helping the twins, and it just is, yeah, it makes so much sense. But this again, this is Holy Grail, milk and honey, what I put in the title yesterday. Yeah. And it's because this masculine feels so alone without their twin. And I think the masculine's surrounded by a lot of people, but they still feel very alone and very stuck in their head. And they want to exchange gifts, like they want the 27th. Oh, the 27th is the full moon in Cancer as well. So yeah, that's what should be done. Union. Wow. Okay, so we can go over time a little bit. So over time a little bit, I really do feel now. I personally believe that everything happens when it's meant to happen, but I do feel there's, wait a minute, actually, look, there's that one again. Get the fuck out of your head, get in your heart message, yeah. So, so a lot of these masculines are very stuck in their head. But it's like this feeling of they're going to push past that. I didn't use these cards, so what have we got for the feminine? Oh my god, same one. I shuffled and it came out. Get the fuck out your head, get in your heart and message you. So the feminine might be falling into a bit of overthinking too. So just make sure that you do something to cleanse your energy, because we see that the masculine's doing that. The world needs your power. Use your voice, just don't use it for dumb shit. You're talented and fucking amazing. So that's already came through. Like this feminine's an alchemist. Whether you're a she or a he or a whatever you want to call yourself. The masculine, and if you've not stepped into that bit yet, come and get some help. I'll help you. You think someone's lying, they are. So again, there's somebody lying around the masculine. The masculine, I do feel this one has karmic energies around them. I'm not feeling it's romantic anymore, but definitely healing from past hurt. And it could be, the karmic energies could be like, you know, platonic friends or family, or but there's something, I can sense it. And yeah, figure shit out on your own. But that sounds really harsh, but it's like I feel this person is like I feel this masculine energy, whether it's a woman or man, whatever you identify as, is seeking therapy, coaching, support, probably swatting up on the twin flame journey. But they're wanting to figure stuff out on their own, away from the influences of other people that have been negative. And the lightning bolt is always a huge sign for me. And they're pulling me to up there with the card that says the future's in your hands. There's a lot of change happening in this masculine's life. It's mission and motion. I just saw that twin flame card. Where's the feminine at physically right now? They're divine feminine. They're a queen. They're a alchemist, and yeah, like I said, this is like I'm reading the energy of somebody that's I would say very similar to myself. Like they're in Empress mode, and they've done what needs to be done, and well, union's coming in, and I just got a text right as I said that. Lovely, and it was a nice wee text from my dad. So that might have something to do with this as well. Maybe the feminine has supportive family or something. So where is the masculine? If the masculine gets the divine masculine, that'll be cool. Wow, the demasculine. The masculine has 11-11 compassion, higher heart opening. Now remember I pulled that for the short. Oh shit. Oh no, that's what I meant to do. I'll be able to do it. I'm going to get the bus. Fuck that. I was going to walk, but it's getting dark now and it's freezing. Um, the masculine is having a higher heart opening, and I'll see what comes out for today's shorts. But that's what I was going to film. But I think I will actually have time to do that now. But yeah, they're having a higher heart opening. They're very in their feels, and they're healing, and we saw what's happening. And yeah, like heal it. Wow, that was. I don't want to lose you. Heal abandonment. Time to forgive. They're in. That's what they're saying. It's like this masculine's recuperate. They're trying to forgive themselves for whatever has went on in the past. Yeah, and like I just already said, a lot of the masculines are feeling very emotional right now. Set loving boundaries and open your heart, but it feels like they're setting loving boundaries with people around them. Um, and that's what's quite interesting about when things like that happen. Like, that's my dad sending a lovely message. I do feel I was doing the feminine, and I feel that like there's support around the feminine, but it's like it could be that like wait a minute, let's get these cards. It could be that there's support around the masculine too, but I don't know, I've got a bit of a weird feeling. Destined connection. Oh fuck. I'm ashamed of how I treated you, and there it is again. I feel lost without you. Out of 2 decks of cards, and all those cards, including the ones that are on the floor, which I'm about to pick up. I'm lost without you came out. Someone's healing abandonment wounds, and there's something I'm hiding from you. Fights, arguments, and conflict. Yeah, that's why I wanted to check that. Whenever this comes about, I do feel there's karmic energies around um the masculine that like they've been arguing with someone over this destined connection, and it actually feels like family. Like, you make me nervous. Right, okay. Right. And remember what I always say is whoever that does resonate with, absolute miracles can happen when it comes to that. Like, you don't have to like turn your back on your whole family and never see them again. It's just about setting boundaries so that the energy can change a bit. Because it's about control, when family or like really overpowering friends aren't letting you go your own way. It's something unhealed in them. So that's why whenever I do sessions with people, it's never about turning people against people around them, but it really depends on how bad it is, because I've helped people where the friends, inverted commas, or even family around people are just vile. Like, there is just no other words for it. Like, I've helped loads of people in the past where it's like I just didn't even think it was that possible for people's family to be that evil, but it is. But that's rare cases. Most of the time it's, I mean, all the time it is, but like what I'm saying is it's like, it's like in this lifetime, it's unlikely that people are going to change. It's that bad, these kind of scenarios. Whereas most people, it's not that way. And it's something that they've need to heal within themselves, or they didn't get that kind of love in their time, or they don't have that kind of love with their partner. And therefore they try to hold you back from getting it. So healing healing can move mountains. And by the way, on that note, right, how amazing is this? So remember I said in the one yesterday that one of you guys that one of my clients, but Soul Families Out, had emailed and said that like their child wasn't well. And like literally I lit a candle and I just do my thing, I just do it very quickly, but I, was sending prayers up and healing, and they'd actually had to go to the hospital. Obviously it's anonymous, and but this has happened a few times. And basically I was just praying for it all to be all right, and because I felt it was gonna be all right. And yeah, I think I'd already said that. I got an email saying like, yeah, they were already back home and it was better. But like, yeah, there's also something I'm keeping track of another health thing with that client that basically kind of similar, like like they were going to be needing like support, like health wise. Like, you know, so basically what I mean is like people need to go to doctors and hospitals for stuff. And half the time, if you just go to a proper shaman or an energy healer and you clear on the energy level, it stops people going to like hospitals for operations and stuff. And that's the exact same case for that person. So I'll update you as that goes along, but really quite amazing. And this isn't the first time, like, you know, like I don't toot my horn enough about this, but like I said, it's the divine, it's the miracles working through me. But I've healed people with cancer before. Like, you know, that's not unusual for shamans to do that. But it's like I've had people be in groups of mine and like, you know, whether it be like long-term groups or short-term groups. And yeah, that's, you know, something that's been said to me by other healers as well. It's come through for years and years and years, is that's quite a speciality of mine because of my Pluto and Scorpio in the 12th house. Like, you know, that is very well, it's, you know, it's deep, dark, intense energy. Not everyone could handle that kind of painful placement, but I can. And what it means is I can tackle the really dark things that, you know, there might be some Reiki healers or shamans that'd be like, oh my God, like someone's got cancer, like I can't heal them from that. But it's kind of like, because I say stay open and I'm open for miracles, I can't guarantee it. But I'm telling you the truth when I say many people in my personal life and in my professional life have had cancer and I've given them healing and it's cleared. So if, you know, it depends how desperate you are to, you know, hold on to your life. It's always worth a go. I've also told this feels like getting into Scorpio energy as well. I've also told the very frank, brutal, honesty chats before about, you know, people that are now near and dear to me, but are in the spirit world that had cancer. And, you know, I'd told them things that they could do you know, to heal basically, as well as me actually healing them. And but I actually had a frank conversation with that person. They were like, basically said in not so many words, you know what, I'm tired and I just want to go. And you know, fair enough. Sometimes souls are like that. And that person wasn't that old. You know what I mean? They were older, but they weren't like, yeah, they still had many decades left. And you know, or would have, you know, could have had. And that was me, you know, being a soul midwife there, like, because I'm that as well, and I do psychopomp, like, you know, that's because I'm a counselor. Do you know what I mean? It was like the person just needed to just sort of get that out there that, like, you know what, I could juice and all that, like my life depends on it, but I just haven't got the energy. I don't want to. And I think that's part of it. So anyway, this is a bit morbid, but yeah, that just really was amazing. I checked my emails today, and so again, she'll once that sort of unfolds, like that person will update me, but it's just, it's always amazing when people actually, you know, because not everybody does, but it's like, you know, it's quite amazing when people come back and feedback, because I can feed it back to other people, or amazing when people want to share themselves, because not many people believe things like that. Um, but like I say, people clear themselves of really toxic addictions, illnesses, being overweight, you name it, probably things that I'm saying, different traumas. Like people are getting their power back all the time just from listening from my free stuff. Like I mean, I've said this before, but it's true. Like my free healings are that good on this channel that I've had people actually leave my paid memberships before because they've worked that out. You know what I mean? Like, and that's fine because it's like, you know, it's, you can't really blame people if they're getting what they need from the free stuff. Then it's like, well, I'm not going to pay monthly membership. But I always sort of, and I'm talking about years and years ago, I just sort of noticed that. I was like, ah, right, that person, you know what I mean? I can just, you know, the jury's out, but I just sensed it. And it's kind of like, but that's kind of the things that so I don't know why I'm talking about this, but this is the kind of things that I've had to move through of like, that doesn't feel really very of integrity, you know what I mean? And it's hard to prove, but it's kind of one of these things where you just have to like, well, it is what it is, you know what I mean? And but it's, and then that could have stopped me providing, like I could have just like, you know, made those videos like unlisted. I could have just like, you know, delete them or something and be like, fuck that. But I didn't. I kept them there. So I kept them there despite knowing that some people are like, you know, 1 minute they're all about me and chatting the whole time, and then the next minute they're just totally it's like they've died, you know what I mean? It's like they're ghosting you, but it's really they're not, because they're still tuning in and they're still listening to your meditations and your healings every night. But rather than me being bitter about it, I just think, well, it is a compliment and it is an honor, and I'm humbled that I'm helping loads of people, even if that's people that are, you know, because a lot of people might actually even just like, you know, I don't know, but I get, but what I'm trying to say is like it's that feeling of um I just don't like when people aren't grateful. That's what I don't like. Do you know what I mean? And it's just I always kind of I think I don't like it when it's like um it just makes me feel uneasy when people are like I said, just like chatty Cathy's and then they're like nowhere to be seen. Um and it's well, it's lying to me. I don't mind the people that actually stop watching and then they just are off my radar and we're not on the same level anymore. But it creeps me out. Again, it's not happened for ages, but I'll keep I'm like, why are they making me talk about this? But I kind of do get it. I suppose it's just a wee bit of it's a bit of a test here because I'm just going with this. Because the channel is growing at quite a rapid rate, I think they're basically saying to me, like, I can, and because it's Mercury retrograde, I can foresee people popping up in the live chat. Like, because there's loads this is not just referring to like one person, this has happened with loads of people over the 9 years next year. And I suppose what I'm just kind of saying is whether it's anyone from Facebook and Instagram and or wherever, it's like I'm not buttoned up the back, and if people sort of just suddenly appear and be all palsy walsy and trying to get in there with me. Um, I'm I don't know how I'm going to respond. I'm probably going to be polite, but I can see through that shit, right? So you'd think we were in the Scorpio reading already. So again, I don't know what that's about because it hasn't happened yet, but my guides are making me say it for a reason. Like, I'm fiercely protective of the soul family. I'm fiercely protective of myself and how hard I've worked to yeah, to protect this whole family. And yeah, I'm just aware of um yeah, the different sorts of ways in which I've been treated over the years. So um yeah, just I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm saying it. So so basically, I suppose that's to if anybody's like going to sort of come and be a fake fucker and chat away, and you know, don't bother. There's like just don't bother. You can enjoy my content. If you can enjoy the content and whatever you're doing, and probably just keep quiet. That would be the wise to the word. But if it's genuine and somebody's been quiet and enjoying my work and there's something genuine behind it, then chat away. I want that. But I do not want people that are fake as fuck coming back and being like, oh, it's been ages, or hi, honey, or all that kind of no, 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 didn't bother. And I'm just laughing because you know, it's like, have I done the last cards? Um, because oh no, these ones, yeah. Because the shadow side of Libra is yeah, that being fake, like fake friends, you know what I mean? And I'm an Aries, I'm the opposite sign, so no, don't bother. So anyway, but some people would let that happen and not say anything, but that would annoy me. I'd be like, nah. I wouldn't be rude, but I wouldn't bend over backwards to be really nice. You know what I mean? Self-confidence. So the masculine's working on self-confidence. That's already really come through, and the twin flame has been providing a mirror for this masculine to do that work. And transgression 21, 21's karmic cycle. There's the snake, you know, so they've been transforming, going through a rebirth. And oh god, that one again, possibly we'll cover the nits. I don't know why I cover the nits. They've all got bits like possibly leaving someone else there as well. Yep, leaving someone else because there's the one where the guy's going off on the motorbike. This person might have, but I feel it was a while ago if that's relevant. But yeah, somebody's left. Well, maybe two karmic energies behind actually. Like, you know, like we've been with one and then jumped to another one that wasn't right for them. One could have even been a marriage, to be honest, because there's a marriage card. But yeah, now your feelings are real and worth exploring. This is a likely result. So they're going to come forward. Yeah, they've had, look, these things in the past were unrequited love. They didn't get the love that they get from the feminine, and this is the side. And release your, I've just seen release your ex as well as I'm shuffling, so they're just backing up what I'm saying. And yeah, they're freeing themselves though from these toxic codependent connections. You know, codependency, as I said, codependency, you can't write this shit. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, yeah. So that's really been the whole, that's what I started off saying, and that's what this has been about. It's like someone connected with trauma bonds and didn't really know what that was, but now they do. And the feminine, you may be about to be surprised. And the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So, right, I'm going to leave it there. This was a beautiful reading, but I have to say, see, because, wait a minute, let's see if false person. I'm wondering, I'm going to see when I watch this back, but there will be a reason why I just said it like that. It's interesting because remember, like Libra's a part of my 12th house, and 12th house is the hidden, and it's hidden enemies for me. So that's not that's so crazy. That's not a coincidence that that came out. It's like it's a warning for me, like that there's going to be people that, well, they might not now. Fucking hope they don't know that I've said that, but it's like I'm just sort of saying it across the board that if somebody's like been a shady fucker to me in the past, like definitely if it's anything through work wise, like don't pop up and be like, oh hi, and like I mean I don't like that. Um Marriage, main female. I'm like, what the hell's this about? But yeah, a great fortune and fee and privileged lady. Right, I get that. I'm helping people come into union, right? I'm a divine feminine helping people come into union. And people might get jealous because it'll look like, right, what's so special about her? Why is she attracting abundance, great fortune? Well, that's not currently happened yet, but remember, things are manifesting. Um, Thief, energy thieves, vampires, and that's what I was talking about. It's like people want a piece. It's like they always say that it's like when people, you know, start gaining more attention, people come out the woodwork and they're like, oh, you know, and it's like I said, that's nowhere. I'm nowhere like that now because it's like it's not as if I'm like fully booked and you know, but I know that it will get to that point, and it just makes me wonder who will just come back out the woodwork again. I dream of you, and you inspire me in so many ways. Right, anyway, I'm going to end it there. Reminiscent and repetitive cycles. Right. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will be doing Scorpio later on today. You might be seeing this around the same time. See you later.